Ramadan.
It is 12:49. You are listening to the mid-morning talk on Salam Media with me, Mari Makwanda. Awqaf South Africa donates 500,000 rand to flood-stricken KwaZulu Natal funds directed to water infrastructure support. And to tell us more about this initiative is Awqaf SA CEO Zainul Abidin Kaji. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Zainul Abidin, shukran for joining me once again.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Mariam, and thank you once again for having me on your program.
Alhamdulillah. Now tell us about this initiative where Awqaf SA will be donating 500,000 rand to the flood-stricken KwaZulu Natal.
Well, as we know that KwaZulu Natal has been very, very hard hit with the floods there. At some places there were really lots of, over a meter high water that seeped into people's homes and washed away homes, and even there were landslides, rock falls. I've witnessed some of this myself, where I've seen, from high level, like roadside as well, where rocks had actually fallen. The sand has just been all over the roads in KwaZulu Natal, especially in Durban and Durban surrounding areas. Isipingo was very, very hard hit. There were cars floating, and we saw all of this, on television and in news media as well. Containers were floating. So what I think President Ramaphosa did was declared it a provincial disaster area. So I think our 500,000 rands will go a long way, but of course it's not. It's really just a small, humble contribution towards this disaster. So what we're doing, basically, we're still investigating possibilities of where we can actually sink in boreholes, because this is the kind of infrastructure that we think should be provided, so that when there's any future floods, that people are kind of accommodated. Because I know in certain areas the water has been cut off. I mean, it's really ironical that you have a flood-stricken area and yet there are water shortages. So it makes one wonder what's going on here. So from the municipal perspective, there have been water outages. Some of their infrastructure was actually even destroyed. For example, in an area like Merebank, there was no electricity and no water. So, it affected both electricity and water, these floods. So, that's basically, I think, where we are at. We are investigating also possibilities of providing JoJo tanks as well, which may also alleviate difficulties when there's shortages of water. So there'll always be a reserve of water, especially in some of the areas where we have our mosques and Islamic centers. I think that's where we need to provide and give support, so that at least those communities that are around that area will have sufficient water. Sister Mariam, Jazakallah.
All right. So my sister lives in KZN, and they were affected with the water outages. In fact, until today, they still have to buy water and find and make means for getting water, which is a very, very unfortunate situation that they're faced with, because we all know that water is life, water is important, and we need water to survive. Now, how was the money made available for this initiative?
Okay, so Alhamdulillah, we have donors who are ready to give it to us as a trustworthy organization. Donors that have even created waqfs, that have made waqfs for water, and these water waqfs are as you know, ongoing perpetual charity. So some of these waqfs are actually invested. In fact, all waqfs are invested, and only income that gets generated out of these waqfs are used to fund the water projects like boreholes and so forth. Like we've done some projects even in areas like Lenasia, some in KwaZulu Natal, some in the Limpopo province. So this is an ongoing thing that we do, ongoing water projects that we do out of these Waqf funds. So this is both new Waqfs and older Waqfs that we have, and that these Waqfs are continuously providing, as you can see on our banner as well, providing sustainable solutions. So this is one of the major Waqfs that we have for water, and much of the funding of this 500,000 rand is actually coming from this particular Waqf.
Mm-hmm. MashaAllah. All right, then how can people learn more about the Waqf and other Awqaf SA projects?
Well, the best way is, one way is to contact us directly and we could speak to you if you are interested. We could give you insights into it. The other way is, of course, you can contact us through our website. You can look at our website. You can look at all the projects that we're doing there. You can drop us an email and we'll respond to that. You can drop us an SMS. Any way that you can contact us, we'll really appreciate it, and we'd be able to give you whatever information you want, and to explain further what the Waqf system is all about, how it works, where it originated, and how we can actually empower ourselves and empower our community in particular in the way that we can actually have this kind of sustainable funding to be able to provide whatever we need within the community as we go along. So when people need water, it's available. When people need education, it's available. People, whatever our community needs are, that is what Awqaf South Africa stands for, and we will do whatever we can within our capacity. But what we need is people to be able to support and revive this system of Waqf, because that is the only sustainable and most powerful charity in Islam, apart and it's voluntary, apart from zakat. So and it's there's no kind of restrictions whether it be Muslim or non-Muslim, or it's purely for humanity, alhamdulillah. So people can contact us through our website. Our contact details are there, and you can actually visit our website and see all the projects that we are actually involved with. And literally, we involved in almost every aspect of community life, whether it's education, healthcare, sanitation, or just providing, even people, the poor and needy going for Hajj, we would support them, and our Quran distribution project, also with Waqf funds that people donate, translation of Qurans, elders and orphans. So these are all the kind of projects that Awqaf South Africa gets involved with. And anybody that makes a Waqf is always, always, always part of all these programs that we do. And it's a thawab jariyah, ongoing sadaqah, ongoing perpetual charity that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through his Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, has provided us such a wonderful system of funding, actually.
Mhm. All right. Shukran so much for your time, Brother Zainul Abidin. Awqafsa.org.za is the website if you would like any more information regarding this and other projects. Shukran once again for your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. And that is the CEO of Awqaf SA, Zainul Abidin Kaji. Once again, the Awqaf SA will be donating 500,000 Rand to water infrastructure projects in the flood stricken KwaZulu Natal KwaZulu Natal. With infrastructure badly damaged, one of the ironies of the disaster is that despite there being water all around, there will be a pressing need for clean supplies to prevent waterborne diseases. Um, they would like to encourage people to invest in the disaster relief Awqaf fund to grow it more so it can benefit even more needy South Africans during disasters. And the importance of growing Awqaf investment is that in emergencies, there is immediate access to funds. And for more information, visit www.awqafsa.org.za. And with that in mind, we have come to the end of our show for today. I will be back next week, inshallah. Uh, until further notice, because next week might be Eid. We're not sure if it's Monday or Tuesday, but we'll soon find out. So from myself, Maria Mukwanda, and the team, have a wonderful weekend. If you're doing last minute Eid shopping, be safe, stay safe. And don't forget it. We are still in the last odd nights in the month of Ramadan. So seek out Laylatul Qadr and have a wonderful and blessed Eid Mubarak from myself to you and your family. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.